problems throughout history. Clearly, police officers aren't responsible for solving the conditions that create violence. That challenge is a simple way to rep our city in a positive way. If I may add, it's through simple out-of-the-box thinking through engagements such as this that one may feel comfortable enough with an officer to approach him or her with info regarding a crime. Positive community engagement is a win for everyone. He's got 17 likes for that. It's a good flow. It's a good flow right there. It's a good flow. On the complete opposite side of what Vic said. Do you agree with Mr. Don Lee from Facebook? Many of you may know him. Shonda writes, community relations, people, community relations. And she's got 9 likes for that. Okay. Lisa writes, this can build relationships with cops, and I'm sure all these cops were not off at the same time to produce the video. Brian writes, I thought it was good. Oh, boy. So it looks like some agree, some don't. Tom writes, I agree with many. Nathan, this shows some human collaboration and the other side of the blue line that is human and fun. Cops are inherently to respond, not to prevent. The conditions of heroin and or violence are way beyond their means to control or affect with large, lasting impact. There are many tempests to illuminate. This isn't one worthy of aggravation. He's got 6 likes to that. Verna writes, Nathan Ivey, all caps, it's not that big of a deal. How much fun they have. When you worked at the Buzz, how many times did you guys do things together as a station to show unity and pride? That's really sort of loaded, considering how things went down. They let me go. You're going to ask me how many times we had we had comings together to show unity and pride? That's funny. But, of course, most organizations do that. That's hilarious, Vernon. You wild for that, man. You wild. Dante writes, dancing or not, people are going to commit crimes. We have to remember cops solve crimes, not prevent crime. All right. All right. Deborah writes, a little cynicism, Nathan Ivey. Okay. Y'all backing me down here. Okay. Not really. You may be talking me down maybe, but never backing me down. Nathan Ivey, 8:21 a.m. in the Queen City. Okay. My pleasure to be with you. The show is not over. Much more to discuss. This is the Nathan Ivey Show, and don't go anywhere, okay?
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard, so you don't need to mooch off your friends.
You gonna finish that grape?
You mean the one in my mouth?
You don't need to stop buying the necessities.
What you're smelling is a natural musk.
Ew.
You don't need to be a medical test subject.
How do you feel? Mostly okay. Sometimes, though.
You don't need to get a second job as a stuntman.
We need a new stuntman. Let's break for lunch.
You just need an internet connection. Don't get left behind. Start your personal savings plan with the tips and tools on feedthepig.org. That way, you don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
All right, deal.
Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all got to see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text Barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
Good morning. Welcome back to the last honest place in America, the Nathan Ivey Show. We go live at 7 a.m. Monday through Friday. Brought to you by the good folks at Superlative Media. They do great work. And let's get back into it. Dale writes, Nate, there's no Mickey D's and never will be because they are trying to minimize certain elements from coming downtown. I believe so as well. I believe so as well. There used to be a time where you could get the golden arches in downtown Cincinnati, but that was the old days. Thanks for permission, Keen. I appreciate you. Deanna writes, sounds like a good idea. Best quote, funny quote, most informative quote of the day. Absolutely. Perhaps you know where I'm going with it, Deanna. I want to promote you. Dale writes, I think DuBose's case wasn't attractive to Sharpen because it was campus police and not city police. Huh, good point. Good point. Had it been Cincinnati police officers, that would have changed it quite a bit. Everything's different now. Mr. Avery writes, you guys may disagree, but the only members of the family who should have gotten any money was his 13 kids. Remember, when you have no will, your estate goes to your spouse. If you don't have a spouse, the children are next. I think the judge was gracious to give the entire family something. Okay. Complete off the dome on the other side with Avery. And as I don't know Mr. Avery Corbin, I'm not saying I know him like that, but I know of him. He spent some time in the courtroom. He's got, in a good way, not as a defendant, but he's got a lot of experience. Perhaps he's right. Pat writes, as it stands now, the streetcar does not go anywhere. Might as well keep the horse and buggy ride. I'm just saying. If the streetcar does not go uptown, if it doesn't go up to the Clifton area, if it never touches, if it never forms a relationship with the streets of other neighborhoods like Evanston, Avondale, Northside, Price Hill, Walnut Hills, Mount Adams. How dope would that be? Take the streetcar to Mount Adams. I mean, with those tight streets up there, maybe you won't go to the top, but that would be top. That would be hot. To the east side, then it would be a colossal failure. Accessibility is the success of it. Accessibility is success, in my opinion, as it relates to the streetcar. I'm telling you, if you can get some streetcar stocks, whatever that means to you, do it. Do it quick. Coming up at the bottom of the hour, 8:26 a.m. on the Nathan Ivey Show. Brittany writes, no, I love my long showers. You love long showers? Hey, in the America that's coming, in 50 years in this country, you're going to be dealing with major clean water shortages. Period. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that straight up as a friend. I'm telling you this. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself and your family. Oh, Everett writes, Deanna writes, will Chief Isaac participate? I must have missed something. What will he participate in? Edward writes, okay, I've been scratching my head and was curious about why Speaker app has now been surfing the last few weeks. Now C is asking me to update this app. LOL, I feel better now. Okay. I do know that a week ago, and again, this probably went out to the public afterward, but they sent a message to me letting me know they'd be doing some maintenance. But it wasn't at a time in which we broadcast live. So I was hoping that it wouldn't to this point. So I was hoping that it wouldn't interfere with our relationship and our connection. If you're having issues, let me know, and I will run it straight back to the good folks at the Spreaker Network. My new friends. Absolutely. Keenan writes, Avery, you're on point. Brent writes, Avery, you're on point. A lot of people agreeing with Avery. Brent writes, I can't fathom the sight of that brother doing that dance or the consequences of a possible heart attack that might take place or more potholes to patch. Oh, I understand. Charles writes, Chief Isaac will only participate if there are donuts involved. See, there you go, man. Don't be one of those dudes, Charles. I'm not telling you what to say. You're a grown man. Write what you like, okay? But, man, I think Chief Isaac deserves a fair shot at the job, and he should be judged on his job performance. I got my own weight issues, so I'm in no position to chastise somebody else. But I get it. It's America. It's chat. It's going to be rough sometime. I get it. And I think the question is Chief Isaac going to participate Oh, my God. In the Running Man Dance Challenge. And now I'm understanding what you people are saying, what many people are saying. Oh, man. Do I want to see Chief Isaac? I mean, yes and no. I want to see Chief Isaac because he's a chief. And that would just be a finishing touch. I mean, if you're going to do this. Now, I think, listen, for the record, Detroit police, Philly police, Chicago police, CPD, Cincinnati police, I think you should focus on what's going on in these streets. Okay, that's just me. But if you're going to do it, here's what I'm asking for. The video's got to be tight. Okay? Let me know. I'll do it for you. And number two, but on the other hand, I don't want to see, this is number two, I don't want to see Chief Isaac do it because I know how mean people can be. It'll be a meme. It'll be a GIF. It'll be up on a website. It'll be, look at the Cincinnati police chief dancing. We don't need that, man. We don't need that. We got embarrassed by the mayor because he couldn't throw. Former mayor. Those kind of things are important. To hell with his policies. Can John Cranley throw a baseball? That's what's important. Oh, my gosh. That is so funny, Charles. Why you even bring that up, man? Crystal writes, and good morning to you, Crystal. She writes, the Dubose family should have displayed a more united front. There's no way that all those lawyers should have been involved. Well, less lawyers means more money for the family. Right? Less lawyers, more money for the family. That's how I look at it. Kina, thank you, Kina. She writes, oh my, so wrong for that related to Chief Isaac. Thank you. Daryl writes, Chief Isaac just might fool y'all and be a heavy D type of dancer, LOL. He might. Now, if he can do that heavy, if he like a heavy D, that's tight then. Let him do it. If the chief can't dance, don't put him in the video. That's all I'm saying. Let me write this down. I got to get the word out. I know a few people. I got to get the word out. If the chief doesn't dance, send me the tape first. Like the audition tape. If the police chief can't dance, and if you're off, it's not just the chief, but especially the chief because he's a chief. You want your chief to always put that front together, right? Didn't I see Craig out there dancing? Damn. Now he's got to do it. I believe I saw the former police chief of Cincinnati, because you know we got to smash Detroit now. If we're going to do this. I'm not on the bandwagon yet. Don't get me started. But if we're going to do this, that means that all the chiefs, I mean, that's a challenge right there. I mean, if Craig, chief of police in Detroit, actually was dancing, and let me go back here. I believe I saw him in the video. And I don't know if he was dancing or he was old school pimp walking. I'm not sure. If he was in the video, then that's a challenge for all of the chiefs from these particular cities to be in the video as well. So he's got to show up in the video. Now, he don't have to be dancing. You know, maybe he's just moving to the rhythm. Everybody, here's what I found. Everyone has one or two good moves. Whether you can dance or not, you got one or two good moves. People who can really dance, they got more than one or two good moves. So we got to find out whatever Chief Isaac's one or two good moves is and just have him do that. And let's just pray to God is not the centipede. Let's just pray to God. Charles writes, I'm not doubting his ability to function the top cop in the city. He has the experience. I'm just saying he gets 2 sandwiches instead of 1. See, there you go again. I will not laugh at that comment. There you go again. Dale writes, didn't some of the Sam Dubose family members hire their own lawyers? ? I believe they did. If so, doesn't that mean that whatever they received, a percentage of their settlement went to the lawyers? Well, I think here's how I read it. That sum for the lawyers is for all the lawyers. That's how I read that. But if, in fact, I'm wrong, then I think you're right. Then their piece is going to come from that $200,000. That's a sad time. Somebody dies in the family and now the family's lawyering up. That's a very sad time. And I think a couple things that come from Sam DuBose. One, living